Welcome back to Tactical Pontoon. My name is James, and we are here to talk about the Elite Combat Trigger. Now, first up, before we do that, I do want to say that the website is currently under construction to get a checkout feature so that you can order my triggers directly from there. Until that time, which shouldn't be very long, direct message me on Instagram, and I can be found on Instagram. Just look up Tactical Pontoon, one word, and you will find me. Send me a direct message there, or old school email, tacticalpontoon@gmail.com. We can work out the details. Prices are on the website. We'll work from there. So, let's get back to this. The Elite Combat. This is our top of the line. This is the trigger. The Elite Marksman is kind of the show trigger. It is the race trigger. The Elite Combat, well, Glocks are made to run. Glocks are made to run in all environments. Glocks are made to be able to put your life, on the line with. And a race trigger doesn't exactly give you all of that confidence. It's going to work. But if I personally needed to rely on something, it would be something along the lines of either a stock Glock or this guy. Now, what makes this better than the Elite Marksman? Okay, glad you asked. With a duty gun or a combat gun, you're looking at possibly adverse environments or a gun that's not getting cleaned as often as it should. So dirt's going to get in there, carbon's going to get built up in there, and that striker may have a little bit of resistance. That's where, or you've got ammunition that's got hard primers, cheap Russian ammo, if you will. What I did was I went looking for the best striker spring I could find. Not the factory 5.5, not the Wolf 6-pound, which I can't even hardly get a hold of one because all of them are pulling at like 5 or 5.5 pounds. It's a joke. So I did some searching, and I found what's basically a 7-pound striker spring, which is just mad, but it's going to get the job done. Now, I broke my golden rule. I will tell you, and you will read it on my website, don't use a heavy trigger spring. Don't use it, except for on this, because this is a valid place for one. If you have a 5.5 pound striker spring, you don't need a 6-pound trigger spring. It's just not a good idea. If you have a 4-pound striker spring, you definitely don't need a 6-pound trigger spring. It's just going to make your reset mushy. It's going to make it mushy. And if you've got one of those setups and you're wondering why in the world your reset is mushy, take the trigger spring, the heavy trigger spring, and throw it away. Throw it away and put the factory one back in there. And honestly, put the factory striker spring back in there. But that's just me. Okay, back on track. On this, you're looking at a valid reason for that. Because I wanted that 7-pound striker spring to get in there and knock the crap out of that primer. But I also wanted to lower the trigger pull weight down to right around the 4-pound range. Because while 5 pounds is a good range, and that is what you will get with the factory 5-pound trigger spring, you're going to get right around a 5-pound range with all of the benefits of my trigger. Crisp, short, beautiful. But I wanted to give you the option of a 4-pound trigger pull, which is what you get with my setup with the 6-pound trigger spring. Let's look at it here. 3 pounds, 14 ounces, right under 4 pounds. Let's give it one more. 3 pounds, 15 and a half. So we're literally looking at a 4-pound trigger pull. that is, along with that beautiful tactical pontoon pull and reset. So that is the Combat Elite. There is a reason why this is our top of the line. If you're carrying this gun every day, if you're taking this gun into battle, this would be the trigger that I would use. Don't take my word for it. Order one of your own. This is James with Tactical Pontoon, and we will catch you later.